So your first question, this year, board bonding sessions were proven to be effective with our group dynamic. What methods do you plan on incorporating to help ease board tensions and possibly improve our future group dynamic for this upcoming year?
Could you repeat that one more time, please?
So this year, board bonding sessions were proven to be effective with our group dynamic. What methods do you plan on incorporating to help ease board tensions and improve the group dynamic for this upcoming year?
I think that over this past year, um, I think the the board buddy program that was implemented was very helpful, and it was an opportunity to get to know one other person on board. However, I hope to expand on that. So rather than having one single board buddy or study buddy for the whole year, there would be periods of time where board members are paired with one other person, and they would schedule um, a date, maybe a whole day together, an afternoon, a lunch, dinner, anything outside of lounge or Samahan events to just spend time with each other. And then at the end of each period, the pairs would be rearranged and mixed up. So that allows for better opportunities to talk to other groups, talk to other people whom you don't necessarily have a affiliate yourself with in a solid like friend group. Other activities would include like not just going out to eat, but doing photo shoots, having relaxation sessions, honestly, because board can be mentally taxing. So, and it'd also be an opportunity for them to talk about other things aside from board duties.
Next question. Vice chairperson and chairperson have one of the closest relationships on board. How do you plan on strengthening that bond while still being available and inclusive to other board members?
Repeat that one more time, please.
Vice chairperson and chairperson have one of the closest relationships on board. How do you plan on strengthening that bond while still being available and inclusive to the other board members?
Personally, I don't believe, despite the relationship between chair and vice chair, I don't. I believe that as someone who is who's very social, I I find myself bouncing between different groups of people, and so in terms of keeping that relationship with other board members, it's more of my caring nature coming in, being able to text, chat with them, again with possible collaboration with student advisors, as being a resource for a one-on-one that also allows me to build a relationship with the rest of these board members, even though I could be talking to the chairperson a lot.
Last question. Sometimes it's hard to stay rooted and remember your purpose for your board duties while planning specific events. If you notice that there are board members who are doing their work more for the event purposes rather than their culture, how will you approach the situation?
Could you repeat that also one more time?
Sometimes it's hard to stay rooted and remember your purpose for your board duties while planning specific events. If you notice that there are board members who are doing their work more for their events rather than the culture, how will you approach the situation?
I think I would approach the situation by personally reaching out and talking to them about why they might be prioritizing the event rather than the cultural purpose behind it. Normally when that happens, there might be a case of just trying to get the event over with, some other underlying reason for it. But if it is just simple forgetfulness, then I think that just simply reaching out and just talking through it with them rather than at them is important so that there can be a mutual understanding.
Okay. With taking over the position from a previous occupant, what do you think were some things that could have been improved on, and what do you plan on doing differently?
I think what I could I think my goals, which what I want to do differently, is to I would like to help create a board that, you know, despite all the stress and everything, we could still come to each other as a family and as like really close friends. And in terms of morale, maybe something that I could contribute in more of, as it is our 50 years, is creating more morale merchandise, not just for board themselves, but maybe also extend that to GBMers, because these 50 years marks a lot of it marks an important time.